have a look at the Premier League table. Arsenal, with that 3-0 win at home to Sunderland, move on to 56 points. And in doing so, take themselves 9 points clear of Manchester City, who go tomorrow in the second part of Super Sunday away to the champions, Liverpool. Aston Villa 1-1 away to Bournemouth this afternoon. They were leading through Morgan Rogers. 1-1 it finished there. So they remain in third on 47 points, level on points with Manchester City, but behind on goal difference.
What assessment of the performance?
Yeah, we're very happy with the performance, with the results. Obviously, very tough match. They are a really good side. They make it really difficult for you. Very physical, very direct, very well organized, and they made it a really long match.
They like to disrupt play where possible as well, and get behind you like that. But do you feel you got control of it fairly early in this one?
Well, in terms of conceding, we haven't conceded obviously anything. Probably only the first action when David tries to catch it, I think it's a foul. Otherwise, nothing. But it's the feeling that you cannot really dominate and control the game in all areas, because they are really good, as you say, at breaking it and playing to the last line. They have people that they can really hold the ball and turn your press. And yeah, very happy, because every 3 days what we are doing, the boys, I think, deserve a lot of credit.
Does that mean getting an early goal in a game like that, or at least a first half goal in a game like that, just takes a bit of the pressure off your team?
Obviously helps, honestly, and it was a great finish again from Zubi. The whole action, I think it's really good. And then not only the starters, but the finisher come in, and again the huge impact that they had. Gavi, Victor, when Epps came in, with Piero come in, with Christian comes in, and that's a huge bonus.
They seem to come onto the pitch not needing any time to get right up to speed. Is that fair to say?
Yes, because that means that mentally you are ready, and we know how long these games are going to be. And whatever the role is on the day, you need to fulfill it, and I think they were magnificent.
It was Martin Zubimendi who got the scoring underway. He's not in the team for his goals, but they're a useful little part of his sort of repertoire, aren't they?
Yes, I mean, he's expanding his role, I would say, and he has a real intuition and quality to finish actions in different ways in and around the box. And yeah, it was a big one.
It's an intense period of games, and I imagine you can't really do much training. It's just about rest and recuperation. When you get a scoreline like this, and backed up by what you did at Leeds last weekend as well, does that really do a lot for the mentality of the players and for their physical presence too?
Absolutely. I mean, it lifts the energy levels, and they put in an incredible effort every single day to perform at this level. And yeah, really happy.
And there's not really much time to reflect on performances at the moment, but you must be enjoying this spell.
We are, especially after finishing the game. Today is a moment to enjoy it. Again, it's been a really positive week since the game against Leeds as well, and the way the team has reacted. So yeah, very happy.
Well done indeed. Yes, all the squad, as we've mentioned, playing a part. How pleased were you for him to come off the bench and get?
We always pleased for a striker coming into Arsenal as a striker that we so-called needed. We're getting so much, I'd say, criticism for maybe his performances up to this point, but he's scored goals. He's come off the bench, he's scored goals. He's made no fuss about it. He's just come and tried to do his job. You know, he's getting a lot of, like I say, a lot of criticism. But again, if he can get himself in the box in games like this and finish like this and finish games off for us coming off the bench, then he'll have done his job for us, you know, because again, I think that he's very fortunate here, because he slips and the defender should be at least waiting. When you're in the box, the defender should be, if you have a poor touch, the defender should be there getting ready to, there's the touch there, where he's had to, it's a bad touch, the defender doesn't do any react, and that's, you know, he punishes the defender for that, because he should be doing better, but he's in there to score and he's done it.
And that's all you can do in his situation as a goal scorer.
Yeah, when you have situation like this, when it's a bad defending, a bad judgment from the defender, you take advantage, you score. And this is exactly what he needs as a striker, scoring goals. He's the goal scorer for Arsenal in the Premier League with 8 goals. Huge boost of confidence with these 2 goals. And, you know, as a striker perspective, we're happy for him, because this is what he needs to do, especially coming from the bench. Here, in that goal specifically, I think Trossard made the whole thing going on, because he first reading the game where the ball is going to fall, intercepting, the pass forward, and then, of course, a bit of bad defending, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. The ball is in the back of the net. It's a goal.
Absolutely. Now, of course, they settled it on the break. First question is, Wrighty, if you were Gabriel Martinelli here, you're passing, aren't you?
You know, the thing is, you know what, when you see what Gabby does here, he does brilliantly here with his pace and his strength, and he's got through. And I think that he has to pass it in the end, because the defender's too close. It's all caught up amongst his feet.
So the answer is yes.
So yeah. In this instance, you probably pass it because you've messed up the touches. But I'm not Dimitar, I'm not going through thinking of passing this to Gyökeres, it's only because the defender's caught me and it gets caught in his legs, and you just want to make sure you finish it. So there, you have to pass it
but
to him.
if there are just two of them,
then
is he going to pass the ball or no?
No. Absolutely no way he's going to pass the ball. But in the end, that's what we need to do. You need to finish the game, you need to finish it comfortably, and that's what I was saying at half-time. Arsenal need to finish games quicker.
And psychologically, that's important, because as you say, they've had the Wolves game and others at home where they haven't done that.
Well, the reason why it's important as well is because then you can maybe rest some people. People can relax. The stadium can start feeling a little bit more relaxed about something, because I've been there a few times when it gets like that and you can feel it and it gets onto the pitch, then you start seeing little mistakes. So the sooner you can do that after half-time, you nick a couple of those goals, Steve, that everyone can relax.
And on that subject, the actual timing of Zuba Mendy's first goal just before half-time was important in that sense as well, Berber.
I think that was the most important goal of the game, the first one, actually.
Yeah.
And if we look the goal closely, I think, again, Trossard is on the ball, right?
Yes.
And he's just passing the ball with intent for the other person to shoot it.
Straight away.
Yeah. Just, here we go. Don't make any extra touch. I give it to you exactly, and you need to shoot it straight away.
Yeah.
And he reads the situation really well. We can argue maybe the goalkeeper is not in the best position possible, but we cannot take anything away from that shot and the goal.
You make a great point about the pace of the ball to him, because then the defender who's in the way, he kind of bends it almost round him, so the goalie sees it then. So that's why, it's going in off the post. And to be fair, it's a great strike. And in that instance, Steve, all you want to do and what you say to me is hit the target, try and hit the target.
Victor, you watched the start from the bench and then became heavily involved. Overall, did that feel like a really confident and comfortable performance?
Yeah, I think, of course, the result shows that, but I think, they're a very good side. They're very strong and good in the air, so it was always going to be a battle there. And, they created some okay chances, but I think overall we defended really well. And then, of course, when we scored 3 goals, it's a good result.
You were able to get control early and you restricted Sunderland to very few opportunities. Was that the difference between this game and the first game between the two sides?
Yeah, I think I wasn't involved in the first one, so I didn't really have the feeling from that game. I watched it, obviously, and there I think they were very effective in their chances, and we didn't maybe defend well in the crucial moments, but we did today.
And in terms of the performance all round today, a lot of the players coming off the bench and making a big impact like yourself as well, does that just show the value of what's being built here? Yeah,
I think we've showed that throughout the season. I think a lot of players have come from the bench and done an impact, so I think with so many games we have and so many competitions, I think it's very, very good sign, and we just need to keep it going like that.
You touched on being so many games. You've had a really busy week already. There's another round of midweek fixtures as well, but confidence must be really high amongst the group.
Yeah, of course, we had some great results recently, but we know it's always tough, and you always have to be on top in every aspect to win games, especially in the Premier League. So we just have to take care of our bodies and prepare for the next one.
Nice to play this on a Saturday and watch the game on Sunday.
Yeah, it's all right.
Good man, well done.
Yeah, thank you.